Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing good. So I welcome you in this particular video where we're going to do MCQs, solve MCQs together, specifically of June month. Alright, so this is a kind of revision class which we're going to do. Hi Mukund, very good afternoon. So this is a kind of revision class which we are going to do. Specifically, we will analyze, we will revise PIB sessions, PIB news which was there in the month of June, and that too in the form of MCQ. So the pattern is going to be same. We will have 100 MCQs here. You need to evaluate, you evaluate your answers by yourself, and at the end of the video, maybe you can tell your, scores as well. So shall I start? Is everything correct? My audio and video? Is everything correct? Hi Yukti, hi Shreya, very good afternoon. Is everything correct? Can someone please tell me? Shall we go with the session? Fine? Okay. Alright. So this is the link of my Telegram channel, all of the new joinees here. Of course. Sure. So this is the link of my Telegram channel, which is Economy with Payal. So if there is any new joinee here who is having doubt, in their preparation maybe, or who is having any doubt, the one can join this channel. Okay. Now I'm starting with the questions here. By that time, you can call Atithi and you can call him as well. So the first question says that under the employment, Pradhan Mantri Employment Guarantee Scheme, how much margin money subsidy was disbursed by this Khadi Village Industries Commission in June 2025, and to how many beneficiaries? Now you people need to tell me in between if any question is there who needs explanation. I'll keep explaining to all of you here, and if I see that there is something which is static in nature, so you need just to give answers only. Okay, now you tell me that under employment guarantee scheme, when I talk about this initiative, everyone knows that this is very much capable of employing what generation, right? And if I talk about this Khadi Village Industries also, this is something which is working at a very grassroots level. So now you tell me that under this particular initiative, how much margin money subsidy was disbursed by KVIC in June 2025? Is it 300 crores? 884, 244.5, 91.13, if it's 62.68. Very good afternoon, unknown. This is not D, this is not 91.13, but this is 300 crore and 8,794 beneficiaries, which is A. Although this kind of simple question and this kind of questions which is entirely based on data, specifically not asked in the paper, but if somewhere or if indirectly the question is asked, so this is for you people. Okay, next question talks about the Environment Day 2025. What key initiative was launched under the Namaste scheme to support waste pickers? Now everyone knows that Namaste scheme, specifically if I talk about Namaste scheme, this is to provide them help, like to whom? Specifically septic tank workers and the other workers as well. So tell me that what it refers to. Launch of national portal for sanitation infrastructure, waste picker enumeration app for nationwide profiling was done, occupational safety audit mechanism for urban workers, national cleanliness and recycling index for sanitation workforce, skill certification program. Okay. So most of the people here are saying yes, this is B, because we are nowhere talking about the sanitation workers skill certification program. We are not talking about this recycling index also. We are not talking about the occupational safety audit as well. We are not talking about the national portal for sanitation infrastructure, but rather what happened, that waste picker enumeration for nationwide profiling was given on the occasion of World Environment Day 2025, so we can enhance the area. Okay, next it talks about Okay, so the correct answer to this question is B. Next question talks about the Bharati Bhasha Anubhag. Okay, now what is the key objective here? Is it to digitize? Is it to provide multilingual translation, to free administration from the influence of foreign languages, to establish Sanskrit, or to standardize terminologies? Now specifically talking about the Bharati Bhasha Anubhag, so everyone remembers here that the suppression which is done by English specifically, we want to reduce it, okay, because English is one of the languages which is of course there for a formal communication which happens, but this is wrong if I consider English language as a standard of living and if I see it from the perspective of career, okay. So the suppression of English which is entire, which is in the entire India, we want to reduce that particular suppression. That is one of the reasons this particular Bhasha Anubhag is given. So what is the purpose here? Correct. So we want to free the administration from the influence of foreign language and to promote the Indian linguistic diversity also. So the correct answer here is C. Next question talks about the Umeed Central Portal for Waqf Property Administration in India in June 2025. Who launched it? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Correct. The correct answer is C, which is Rijiju, Kiran Rijiju. Okay, C is the correct one. Now, this is not from the perspective of phase 2 only. There are high chances the question can be asked in phase 1 also. Okay, so what does Umeed stand for in the context of newly launched Central Portal for Waqf Property Management? Is it Unified Monitoring for Education and Economic Development, Unified Minority Empowerment and Education Dashboard, Unified Mechanism for Efficiency and Estate Development, Unified Waqf Management Empowerment Efficiency and Development, or for Urban Management for Empowering Endowment Data? Correct, absolutely correct. The correct answer is Unified Waqf Management, Empowerment, Efficiency and Development as well. Now next question talks about which Gram Panchayat won the Gold Award in the newly introduced category under the National Awards for E-Governance. This is a particular question that I have taken in the GA MCQs as well. So this is a repetitive question that we are seeing here. Okay. Correct. So the correct answer here is Rohini, Gram Panchayat, Maharashtra. D is the correct one. There are high chances the question can be asked in GA. Okay. Next question talks about under the National Awards for E-Governance, what is the financial incentive awarded to the Silver Award winning Gram Panchayat? Is it 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 7.5, 10 or 12 lakhs? Okay. All right. Correct. So this is not 7.5 Chetan, this is 5 lakh. Okay. This is 5 lakh, which is B. Good. Next question talks about the special economic zones. So as per the SEZ norms notified in June 2025, what is the revised minimum land requirement for setting up a special economic zone exclusively for semiconductor or electronic component manufacturing? Is it 2, 5, 10, 25 or 50 hectares? We have discussed it in our PIB portion as well. Hi Bhakti, very good afternoon. Correct. So this is 10 hectares of extra revised land requirement which has been given. So the correct answer is C. Next question talks about the Green Skills in EV Training Program, which was launched in June 2025 by DGT in collaboration with Shell India, will be implemented across ITIs and NSTIs in how many states? Is it 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7? Again, we have discussed it in the PIB as well. Okay, 5. Can you please answer what are those areas? Which states are there? Can you please name them? 5 states. Which states? The correct answer is 5. But which states? Like, name them. Delhi NCR. What next? Anyone here who can answer? Yes, Delhi NCR, Gujarat, Karnataka. What else? Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Okay, correct. Correct. So we have 5 states. Correct. Next question talks about what is the range of annual scholarship amounts provided under the Education Assistance Scheme for the wards of BD, sign and non-coal mine workers. Is it 2,000 to 20,000, 500 to 10,000, 1,000 to 15,000, 1,000 to 25,000, 5,000 to 30,000? Econo, these are 5 states. Okay, we have Delhi NCR, we have Maharashtra, we have Karnataka, we have Tamil Nadu, and then we have Gujarat. Okay, so these are the 5 states which you need to remember. Are you sure about it? This is still 25,000. Okay, this is right from 1,000 to 25,000. So D is the correct one. Next question talks about that which of the following housing schemes were merged with Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, with the ministry continuing to disburse pending installments to eligible beneficiaries until 31st March 2024. Is it Indira Awas Revised Integrated House Scheme, Grameen Awas Yojana, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, या फिर Urban Shelter Improvement Scheme? Which one is the one? Okay. What about rest of the students? Correct, correct. So this is revised integrated housing scheme, which is B. Good. Next question talks about that in June 2025, during the 3rd meeting of the Central Sanctioning and Monitoring Committee, chaired by Sri Nivasa ji, and how many of houses, this is A1, houses were approved under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban 2.0 specifically, taking the total sanction of houses to 7.10 lakh. Now Urban 2.0 was approved by the Union Cabinet and launched on what, and aiming to provide financial assistance to 1 crore of urban poor and middle class families for over 5 years of for owing Pakka house. The scheme operates under 4 verticals. Now remember these verticals, even though I've missed it 1 year, but it is remember these 4 verticals, which is beneficiary led construction, affordable housing in partnership, then we have affordable rental housing, and what next? We have these 4 verticals. You need to remember that. Beneficiaries must not own a Pakka house anywhere in India and must integrate their Aadhaar to Aadhaar to apply. Out of the newly approved houses, more than how much were allocated to women, including single women and widow, while 44 were allocated to transgenders and over 1.13 lakh to OBC beneficiaries. The minimum carpet under the scheme is 30 square meter, extendable up to dash square meter without additional central funding. Now give me the correct answer of the first one. How many houses were approved? Yes, correct. The correct answer is C, which is 2.35 lakh. Good. Next question talks about that what is the official launch date of Urban 2.0 implementation? Is it 18th June, 1st January, 1st April, 1st September, या फिर 15th August? Correct. The correct answer is 1st September 2024. Okay. D is the correct one. Good. Next question talks about that which of the following is the vertical, is the missing vertical here. Aditi, that is not 1st April. This is D. Okay, 1st September. Okay. So which one is the missing vertical? Is it credit linked in assistance scheme, smart city housing scheme, intra subsidy, urban inclusion grant, या फिर rental support scheme? Okay, unknown B. What about rest of the people? Alright. So under this we have 4 verticals. Firstly, beneficiary led construction. I have told you many times in my PIB. Okay, we have discussed many times separately. अगर तुम अपना वो देखोगे, हाँ, अगर तुम जो हमारी PPTs है वो देखोगे तो separately I have mentioned it there. So the first one is beneficiary led construction, where the second talks about the affordable housing in partnership, then the third talks about the rental one, and then we have to provide them interest subsidy also. So the fourth one talks about the intra subsidy scheme, which is C. Okay, next question talks about that how many houses were sanctioned for women beneficiaries in the latest approval round. Is it 42,400, 1.25 lakh, 93.19 lakh, या फिर 17,574, या फिर it is 44 only? Correct. So this is 1.25 lakh, which is B. Good. Next question talks about that what is the maximum central assistance which is provided per housing unit under Awas Yojana Urban 2.0. What is the maximum central assistance which is provided? Is it 1.50 lakh, 2 lakh, 2.50, 3 lakh, या फिर 2.70 lakh? Correct. This is 2.50 lakh, which is C. Good. Next question is that Ravi Kumar, a central government employee covered under the NPS, heard about the launch of the newly unified pension scheme by the Government of India. The scheme introduced on A was designed to provide financial stability and post-retirement dignity to employees. Ravi was informed that he could opt for UPS, but once chosen, the option would be B. The deadline for exercising this option was C. While researching, Ravi found that the scheme became effective across India from D and would benefit around E, central government employees. He also learned that state government could adopt UPS, and Maharashtra became the first one to implement it. Okay, now there are, the question can be asked from this line as well. So you need to remember everything related to it. Now tell me that on which state the UPS was introduced by the central government? Already Yukti has given us the correct answer, Bhakti as well, and all these aspirants who have written 24th August, that is the correct one. So the correct answer is C. Okay, what is the last date to exercise the option to switch right from NPS to UPS? What is the last date to switch? This is not A, but this is 30th September 2025. Okay, D is the correct one. Next question talks about that from which date was UPS implemented across India? From which date UPS was implemented across India? Correct. So this is 1st April. Okay, B is the correct one. Good. Okay, so next question, that how many central government employees were expected to benefit from UPS? Is it 20 lakh, 18 lakh, 25, 23 or 30 lakhs? It's okay, Mukund. Correct. So this is 23 lakh, which is D. Good. Next question talks about that which of the following is eligible to opt for UPS? A private employee, sector employee under NPS as on 1st April 2025, a central government employee under NPS as in service as on 1st April 2025, any state government employee under OPS, an unregistered informal sector worker, या फिर a pensioner from the armed forces retired in 2020. Correct. B is the correct one. A central government employee under NPS and in services as on 1st April 2025. A central government employee who retired before 1st April 2025 under NPS is eligible for UPS if they have not received gratuity, retired voluntarily or superannuated on or before 31st March 2025, worked in PSU under contract, applied under EPS या फिर resigned due to disciplinary grounds. Correct, Mukund. Correct. So the correct answer here is B, which is retired voluntarily or superannuated on or before 31st March 2025. Next question, say that who among the following is eligible to exercise the option for UPS on behalf of a deceased employee? Is it the legal heir, dependent sibling, neighbor holding power of attorney, legally wedded spouse, या फिर any person who is listed in the voter ID record? Correct. So this is legally wedded spouse of a deceased NPS subscriber, which is D. Next question says that how many central, okay, so we are done with this, right? 23 lakh tha na? Next question says that on 19 June, the Ministry of Women and Child Development held the first ever national consultation on gender budgeting at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. The event saw the participation from central ministries, departments, 19 states and local, global bodies like UN, there were women in ADB also, and it was launched. The Gender Budgeting Knowledge Hub was launched there, a digital platform for sharing gender related budget practices. The minister highlighted that the gender budgeting is now a strategic tool for governance, not just fiscal report. Over 11 years, gender budget allocation rose right from 0.98 lakh crore to what in 2025-26 and see increase over last year. Now, the consultation also introduced draft training manual and reviewed 20 years of gender budgeting. The goal is D by 2047, where women are seen as E of India's growth story. Now, give me the correct answer. Like, this is not important. Okay, this is not important. This is going to work if you do not answer the first question as well. Tell me the correct answer of the second question. Gender budget allocation for 25-26 is what? Is it 3.25 lakh crore, 4.49 lakh crore, 2.89, 1.50 or 5.10 lakh crore? It's okay, Mukund, it's okay. Correct. So this is 4.49 lakh crore. Okay, Mukund, since you have not done this news, so let me clear this to you. Recently, Gender Budgeting Knowledge Hub was introduced where we wanted to provide ease to the ministries here. When it comes on to gender budgeting, this is nothing but this is a kind of annual statement only when we see it from the perspective of, from the lens of gender, right? And gender budgeting is there, जो कि women को help provide करेगा. So they launched this Gender Budgeting Knowledge Hub so that जो भी ministry है, जो भी हमारी ministries है, जो भी हमारे organizations है, which are there, which are providing providing help to women, maybe in case of anything, जैसे हमारा स्वावलंबनी हो गया, ठीक है, we are providing them help, मतलब government ने कुछ budget allocation करा जिसमें government says that we will provide you help, that is another part. Maybe अगर women को हम कहीं ना कहीं अगर हम boost कर रहे हैं, अगर हम equal participation दे रहे हैं, मतलब हमें budget allocation करना है, that is from the perspective of every ministry. The government says that every ministry have to allocate some budget separately, and that too for women, so that we can bring them ahead and we can boost them as well. So this particular hub was launched, as a knowledge hub was launched, so that we can have one platform where everything will be shared at the, at that particular platform only, and we will have some easiness also. Okay, that is one of the steps which have been taken here. The next question talks about the budget increased by what percentage from the previous year. Is it 25, 30, 37, 40 or 50%? What is the percentage increase? This is 37%, okay. C is the correct one. Next question talks about it. What is the national vision related to gender budgeting? What is the national vision? Is it India 2040, Nari Shakti Bharat, Viksit Bharat, Women 2030, फिर Growth India 2047? Correct. So this is Viksit Bharat 2047. So C is the correct one. Next question says that women are now seen as what? Dependents, beneficiaries, national builders, nation builders, marginal group, या फिर service receivers? Correct. So we are the national builders now. Next question says that in June 2025, IPPB, 100% government of India owned entity under the Department of Post, was honored by, with the prestigious Digital Payment Awards 24-25 by the Ministry of Finance. The award represented by Srimati Nirmala Sitharamanji recognized its performance in expanding digital payments and across India. It has achieved first position among payment banks for financial year 24-25 and has received special mention in 23-24. It was established in 2018. It uses a doorstep banking model powered by over B, Postmen and Grameen, Dak Sevaks also. With the services offered in 13 languages, it now serves over -crore customers across 5.57 lakh villages and towns. It operates on the pillar of India stack, enabling what? Cashless and presence-less banking through the mobile and biometric tech. With a network of 1.65 lakh post offices, mostly in rural areas, its goal is to build the most e-bank for common citizens. Now tell me the correct answer of the first question. Who presented? Okay, this is not important. Give me the correct answer of the second question. IPBB achieved first position among which category of banks in 24-25? Is it private bank, public sector, small finance bank, payment banks, or is it cooperative banks? Correct, because we just said this is 100% government owned entity. Okay, so payment banks is the correct answer here. Next question says that how many postmen in Grameen Dak Sevak support it, its model? Is it 1 lakh, 1.5, 2 lakh, 2.5 or 3 lakhs? Payment bank, correct. Correct. So this is 2 lakh. This is the correct answer. Next question talks about that what is the customer base of its, as per the case. Is it 8 crore, 9 crore, 10 crore, 11 crore, if it 12 crore? What is the base? Correct. So this is D. Good. Now give me the answer of the last question. What kind of banking model does IPPB follow? Is it digital only, doorstep banking, branch-based, ATM-driven, or franchisee model? Doorstep, correct. B is the correct one. Next question says that on 20th June, during the National Conference on Skill Development and Renewable Energy Workforce at Atal Akshay Urja Bhavan, New Delhi, this has been launched. The city accelerator program has been launched. The initiative is a part of the broader initiative which is PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, the world largest domestic rooftop solar which is RTA scheme, which aims to solarize how many crore of households by 2030. Also, you need to tell me that it has been supported from Shakti Sustainable Energy Foundation to accelerate rooftop solar adoption in urban areas which are major energy consumption hubs. In phase 1, the program will begin in B cities across 10 states with a goal of expanding to C cities later. The initiative will support urban local bodies and DISCOMs by providing technical assistance, designing enabling policies and strengthening the institutional capacity. Dedicated teams will be deployed and a cell has been set up in D for on-ground monitoring. Though policy reforms, economic models and knowledge sharing, the City Accelerator program will create e-cities and will help India move closer to its 500 gigawatt renewable energy goal by 2030. Now tell me that with which of the major objective it is related to. The City Accelerator program is a part of which major rooftop solar scheme? Is it Solar Ujala, PM Solar Light Mission, PM Surya Ghar, Bharat Solar Abhiyan या फिर उज्जवल solar scheme? Correct. This was an easy one, right? C is the correct one. Next question says that how many cities will be covered in the first phase of the City Accelerator program? Is it 10, 20, 25, 30 or 50? Yes, so this is D, matlab approximately, okay. Next question says that which foundation is partnered with MNRE for this program? Is it Energy Conservation Trust, Renewable Bharat Mission, Shakti Sustainable Energy Foundation, Smart Grid in India या फिर National Solar Alliance? Correct, so this is C. Good. Next question says that what is the ultimate expansion target of the program after phase 1? Is it till 50 cities, 75, 90, 100 or 150? Correct. So this is D, 100 cities. And what is the major target that we need to achieve? What is the renewable energy capacity here? Is it 300, 400, 450, 475 or 500? 500. E is the correct one. Next question says that in Tripura, in June 2025, Tripura became the third state after Dash and Goa to be declared fully literate under Ullas new India literacy program launched in 2022 for adults aged Dash and above. Ullas focused on foundational literacy, numeracy and life skills using tools like Ullas app and Diksha portal. Tripura's literacy rose to Dash percentage up from 20.24 in 1961. The program encouraged volunteerism, promotes Jan Bhagidari, Kartavya Bodh and supports digital learning also. Now the vision aligns with Dash and the goal of Dash Bharat by 2047. Now what is the correct answer of the first question? Which state was fully declared before Tripura? Now you need to tell me that Goa is already here. Tell me about this. Correct. So this is Mizoram. B is the correct one. Now Ullas ke andar 15 above. Good. 15 plus. Next question says that Tripura's literacy rate. What is Tripura's literacy rate? बेटा एक एक करके आंसर करो, तुम अचानक से भी नहीं कर सकते हो ना. मैंने गलती करती तीनों क्वेश्चन साथ में लेके, है ना. लिटरेसी रेट का किसने आंसर करा है? I don't find any answer related to literacy rate. Yes, Viksit Bharat is the correct answer of this question. This is the correct one. Which is app? Which app is used here? 95.6, correct. This is this one. Now which app? Ullas app, good. Next question says that in June 2025, a historic campaign called Dharti Aaba Jan Bhagidari Abhiyan was launched across dash districts covering over 1 lakh of tribal villages and this PVTG habitation also, honoring the legacy of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. The movement reached 53 lakh plus citizens within 9 days through 22,000 plus tribal empowerment camps, delivering services like Aadhaar enrollment, Ayushman Bharat cards and PM Kisan registration, PM Ujjwala Yojana and Jan Dhan account. With the goal of saturation government welfare schemes, the long month-long drive aimed to cover dash crore of tribal citizens across 31 states and UTs. The campaign is built on 5 pillars: Jan Bhagidari, saturation, cultural inclusion, governance, as well as the last mile delivery. Okay, using the converged camp-based model, tribal youth, women and NSS and groups like My Bharat led the on-ground action, while folk art, cuisine and the exhibition preserved cultural pride. Daja, and this one is the initiative which reflects PM vision, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas, making it India's dash tribal empowerment movement ever. Now tell me the first question, that how many districts are part of Daja campaign? How many are part of Daja campaign? How many are part of Daja campaign? Correct. So this is 550 plus. How many tribal citizens we need to reach to? How many tribal citizens we need to reach to? Is it 2.5, 3, 4.8, 5.5 or 6 crore? Correct. So this is 5.5. Now who is the tribal freedom icon who is honored by Daja? Is it Rani, Durgavati, Siddhu Murma, Birsa Munda, Tantiya Bhil या फिर Tilk Majhi? Correct. So this is Birsa Munda. Good. Next question says that which of these is not pillar of Daja? Jan Bhagidari, transparency, saturation, cultural inclusion, या फिर convergence? Which is not? Remember here I've written which is not a pillar. All right. So if you see here, we talked about Jan Bhagidari also, we talked about saturation also, cultural inclusion was also there, convergence was also there, and last mile delivery was also there, but we nowhere had seen transparency. So B is the incorrect one here. Now Daja delivered how many Ayushman Bharat cards in the first 9 days? Is it 90,000, 1.2 lakh, 1.68, 2.3 or 1.05 lakh? Correct. Correct. So this is 1.68 lakh, which is C. Good. Next question says that what is the primary role of Sagamala Finance Corporation Limited, India's first maritime NBFC? Is it to monitor coastal security, offer sector-specific financial solutions to the maritime, regulate post-tariff, provide naval training, या फिर to promote inland waterways? Correct. So this is all related to the maritime sector, which is B, which provides financial help. Which of the following sectors not explicitly mentioned as a focus of SMFCL? Is it shipbuilding, renewable energy, inland housing scheme, cruise tourism, या फिर maritime education? Now this is all related to the maritime only. Okay. So tell me which one is the incorrect one. Inland, right. So the incorrect answer is C. Next question says that in 2025, Renu who runs a small snacks business in Indore, looked back at 8 years of GST launch in Dash. For her, GST simplified tax filing thanks to Dash, which lets small businesses pay a fixed rate with less paperwork. She now files quarterly returns and even submits nil returns via SMS. Her products like sweets and edible oil are taxed at lower rates, helping her customers save. In 24-25, India's GST collection hit a record, showing stronger compliance and economic growth as well. A Deloitte survey found that dash of the businesses had a positive GST experience, proof that reforms like online filling, e-invoicing and smart refunds are working. Renu, like over dash active payers, feels GST made doing business easier and more transparent. Now, when was GST launched? In which year? Is it 2015, 16, 17, 18 or 19? Correct. So C is the correct one. Good. Next question says that which of the following scheme allows small businesses to pay tax at a fixed rate with a minimal paperwork? Is it QRMP scheme, Startup India scheme, Composition scheme, E-way bill scheme या फिर MSME संपर्क? Correct. This is composition scheme. This is important to remember. The next question says that what was the gross GST collection in 24-25? Is it 20.18 lakh crore, 18.08, 14.83, 22.08 या फिर 11.38? It's okay, Mukund. It's completely okay. Correct. So this is 22.08 lakh crore, which is D. Good. Next question says that what is the percentage of businesses had a positive experience with GST according to Deloitte? Is it 78, 82, 85, 89, if 90%? Although this question is not going to be asked, they're not going to ask at what according to Deloitte has, it has said. But still, what is the answer? Yes. The correct answer is 85. Okay, C is the correct one. Next question says that as per April 2025, how many active GST payers were registered? Is it 60, 1 crore, 1.21 crore, 1.51 crore, if 2 crore? It's okay, Mukund. वैसा question आने भी नहीं वाला है. Correct. So this is 1.51 crore, which is D. Good. Next question says that in 2025, Fatima, a young artisan from Kashmir, proudly displayed her handmade crafts at the Dash Cultural Fair, celebrating minority heritage. She was one of many empowered through Vikas scheme, which merged 5 earlier schemes like Sikho or Kamao and Nai Roshni to skill minority and youth and women. Now her brother, a school dropout, benefited from Nai Manzil, gaining both education and employment training. Meanwhile, the infrastructure in their town was improved by, now tell me which one is the scheme here? PMJVK. Which scheme it is? Now it's sanctioned project worth 18,416 crore from Dash to 24-25, benefiting 1,300 of minority concentrated areas. Fatima's cousin, a Parsi doctor in Mumbai, celebrated the birth of a child under Geo Parsi scheme, which aided the birth of over Dash of children since 13-14 launch. Digitally, the new Umeed portal ensures the real-time tracking of Dash properties, bringing transparency post the 2025 Waqf Amendment Act. Though through the schemes like Begum Hazrat Mahal scholarship and MDFC loans have been provided and Buddhist development plan is there, India continues to bridge the gap and build futures for all. Now tell me which one is the correct answer to the first question. Which cultural platform brought minority artisans together from across India? Is it Kala Mahotsav, Lok Samvad Mela, Lok Samvardhan Parv, Azadi Craft Utsav या फिर Manav Kala Yatra? Correct. So this is Jan Vikas Karyakram. Yes, good. Correct. So this is Lok Samvardhan Parv. Okay, C is the correct one and not Kala Mahotsav. Next says that according to this particular initiative, what projects have been sanctioned worth how much from 2014-15 to 2024-25? Is it 10.150 crores, 13.150, and 18,416, 14,500, if 21,000 crore? Correct. This is 18,416 crore, which is C. Next question says that how many Parsi children have been born under the Geo Parsi scheme since its inception? Since its inception, is it 200, 300, 400, 500, or 600 plus? Correct. This is C. Good. Next question says that what is the name of the portal launched for real-time monitoring for the Waqf properties? Is it WaqfNet, e-MoMA, Digital Waqf, Umeed, या फिर Parv Waqf? Correct. This is D. ये पहले भी हमने question लिया था, right? Next question says that what law was amended in 2025 to modernize Waqf property management? Is it Waqf Modernization Act 2025, Waqf Digitalization Act 2025, Waqf Regulation, Waqf Amendment, या फिर Minority Property Act 2025? Correct. So this is Amendment Act 2025, which is D. Good. Next question says that Seema, a pregnant woman from rural India, visited a government hospital on A of every, like, this is fixed one, right? This is fixed one. When I talk about Surakshit Mitritva Abhiyan, so I told you that the date is fixed here. A free antenatal care scheme launched in June 2016. She was one of 6.19 crore women who received care across 20,752 facilities and diagnosed high-risk pregnancy. She was tracked under this particular initiative, E-initiative, launched in Dash, which supports high-risk pregnancies, women and Ashas in the, with 3 extra visits and SMS alerts. Over 78.27 lakh HRPs, high-risk pregnancies, have been identified this way. Thanks to Suman, JSK, JSSK, Poshan Abhiyan, these are the Abhiyans only, and PMMVY also. Seema had a safe delivery. Her journey reflects India's success in cutting MMR from 130 to what? And you also need to tell me that, according to Sustainable Development Goal, what is the, target that we need to achieve. Okay, maternal mortality rate, mein hame kya target achieve karna hai? So what is the regular checkup date? Is it 1st, 5th, 7th, 9th, or 15th? Correct. So this is 9th. Okay. D is the correct one. Now, which launch, what is the launch year of it? 2020, 21, 22, 23, or 24? Correct. So this is 2022. Good. Current MMR as per 2021, 2023. What is the current MMR and what is the target that we need to achieve? Correct. So this is 80. What is the target? What is the target? What is the target that we need to achieve according to Sustainable Development Goal? Correct. So this is 70. Good. Okay. 70 matlab this is the target one, but let's write 80 only. This is the current one, but the target is 70. Okay. Now tell me that Raj, a small manufacturer from Gujarat, was closely watching the Reserve Bank of India's announcement on A, where it concluded its 55th of the Monetary Policy Committee meeting. He was thrilled to hear that repo rate has been reduced by 50 basis points to 5.50%, lowering its borrowing cost. Now, this decision also adjusted the SDF to 5.25 and MSF and bank rate to what? aiding liquidity. Now, Raj, who planned to expand his factory, welcomed the forecast of 6.5% of GDP growth for 25-26 and strong quarter 4 GVA growth of 6.8%. Inflation has moderated to a 6 years low of 3.2% in April 2025, encouraged by falling food price and normal monsoon forecast. Raj expected stable input costs. RBI projected CPI inflation at 3.7%. Now, this is the projected one. Okay. He also learned that how tools like CRR, SLR, MSF, and open market operations manage liquidity. Raj finally understood that how LAF corridor with MSF as ceiling and STF as floor keeps the system balanced. Now, this is nothing. I have framed it in such a way that it looks somewhere or another interesting and beautiful to you, to all of you people. But there are high chances the question can be asked in GA1. So that is one of the reason I've taken it. Along with that, if you're asked similar kind of question in the that descriptive portion, so you need to answer that as well. Okay. Now tell me that in MSF and bank rate is what? Is it 5.50, 5.60, 5.65, 5.75, if 6%? Correct. So this is 5.75, which is D. Good. Next question says that projected real GDP growth is what? Is it 5.5%, 6.0, 6.3, 6.5, F is 7.0? Correct. So this is 6.5, which is D. Good. Next question says that CPI inflation is what? Is it 2.5, 3.0, 3.2, 3.5, F 4.0? Now remember, I have taken it from the perspective of your GA portion, right? What is the correct answer here? Correct. This is C, which is 3.2%. Next question says what is the repo rate? Very easy to answer. I know these questions are very easy, but I have, there are high chances that such questions can be asked in GA. Correct. So C is the correct one. Good. Next question says that on June 27, India celebrated Udyami Divas MSME Day with a theme of enhancing the role of MSMEs as a driver of sustainable growth and innovation. Now, MSMEs in India now contribute 30% to GDP, 45% to export, and second largest employer after agriculture. So even if a question is asked, maybe in a descriptive and the other kind of question, so this is the data which you can mention there. Okay. Along with that, an artisan Rekha joined PM Vishwakarma, becoming one of 29.94 lakh registered beneficiaries. She formalized her work using Udyam registration portal, part of network of 5.70 crore registered MSME, with the help of employment guarantee program, which created 4.6 lakh crore of financial year 24-25. Rekha launched her own unit. Her cluster also benefited under the Sfurti, now supporting 375 functional clusters. Through the public procurement policy, MSE sold goods worth 37,190.02 crore to CPSCs, inspired by this Khadi village industry sale growth. And this is the growth, this is the sale that is mentioned here. Rekha aimed big, thanks to new memorandum of understanding which has been signed by USA, Egypt, and Taiwan also and others. She attended the global expos under the Yashaswini campaign, and with support from Create Center in Leh, Rekha's business thrived, driven by innovation and inclusion. Now tell me that approximately MSME contributes approximately contributes to India's GDP by what percentage? Is it 15, 25, 30, 45, if 60%? Correct. So this is 30%. Good. Next question says that as of June 26, 2025, how many registrations were completed under the Vishwakarma? Is it 2.71, 5.70, 26, 29.94, or 58,828? Correct. So this is 29.94. lakh. Good. Next question says that how many jobs were created under employment guarantee program in financial year 24-25? Is it 80, 4.6, 2.5, 11, 810, or 1.55 crore? What about other students? Correct. So it says 4.6 lakh, which is B. Next question says that Sfurti currently supports how many functional clusters? Is it 513, 15, 376, if 108, if 5? Correct. So C is the correct one. Good. Next question talks about the Yashaswini campaign promotes women entrepreneurship target year of what? Is it 2025, 27, 29, 2030, or 2024? What is the target year here? Alright, so I had a phone call. So here, what do people have written? Alright, so the correct answer is 2029, which is C. Okay. Next question says that Ananya, a researcher in Delhi, attended an event on women in diplomacy. She learned that India ranks 131 out of 148 nations in the Gender Gap Report 2025 with a 64.1% of parity score. Though health indicators improved, the India's total fertility rate dropped to 2.0, below replacement level of 2.1. And also it says that a financial stress 38%, in job security 21%, housing issues 22% are key of the resources for fewer children. Only 5 states like Bihar 2.98, UP 2.35 are above the replacement rate. Southern states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu are much below, and from that perspective we got to know these are the these are the states who are having literacy, and these are the states who are not that much in literacy. Women still carry most domestic burden. 41% of the children were women versus 21.4 men in caregiving. Devaki Jain and other call for valuing unpaid domestic labor. Fertility is shaped by caste, patriarchy and policy, not just personal choice. Now tell me what is the India's rank in the Global Gender Gap Report 2025? And I request everyone to give answers one by one, as in when I ask you, give answers at that particular time only, because this creates confusion in the the chat box. Correct. So the correct answer is 131. C is the correct answer. What is the total fertility rate? What is the total fertility rate? What is the total fertility rate? Correct. So this says that the total fertility rate has dropped to 2.0. So how it can be 1.9? According to this report. according to this particular report, the report says that it has been dropped, like total fertility rate has been dropped to 2.0. Okay. Yes, this is as per this report. So the correct answer to this question is 2.0. Now the replacement level fertility rate is considered as what? The replacement level is considered as what? Correct. So this is 2.1. 1%, everyone knows ना 0.1% हम थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा वो लेते हैं कि अगर इन केस ऑफ कुछ भी डेथ वगैरह हो जाता है या कुछ भी केस हो 0.1% इज समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा विच वी कीप. बिहार्स टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट इज रिपोर्टेड एट व्हाट? इज इट 2.1, 2.35, 2.5, 2.98 या फिर 3.1? Correct. This is D. According to NSO 2024 percentage, how many percentage of women are engaged in caregiving work? Is it 30, 35, 41, 50 or 60? Correct. So this is 41, which is C. Good. Next question talks about, okay, so this is one of the questions which I've taken from the UPSC part only. So I found it interesting. You people could have heard about the news which we discussed in the PIB about the desertification which is there in the Aravalli Hills, and government is taking steps to fill the gap. Okay, we have read this news, right? Government is going for a forestation thing so that जो हमारे जो रेतीला तूफान है हम उसको क्या कर सके, we can stop it. We have seen this news, right? I discussed with all of you in the PIB section. Green Valley. Okay, yes. Yes, correct. So this is a question, although that is not related to it, but this was related to desertification. So I thought of taking with all of you. So this is, you have to tell me what is the importance of United Nations Convention to combat desertification. The first option says it aims to promote effective action through the innovative national programs and supportive international partnership. It has special partnership focus on South Asia, North Africa regions, and its secretariat facilitates the allocation of a major portion of financial resources to these regions. It is committed to bottom-up approach, encouraging the partnership of local people in combating the desertification. Now you people tell me which one is the correct option. Is it only one only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, if it 1, 2 and 3? I'm getting out of the frame so that you can see the answer clearly. Like am I audible now? Audible? Okay. So I was talking about the initiative which is being taken specifically by this. It has high focus on those areas which are having this problem. Like we know this problem, that those areas which are high in risk, if I compare it with the desertification. So although this is one of the major reasons which it is focusing on, but there is no secretariat who has facilitated the allocation of a major portion of financial resources to these regions. So the correct answer to this question is C, which is 1 and 3 only. Okay. The next question says that industrial and mining activities, demographic pressure, frequent droughts, deforestation. Shubhank, now I am audible, right? Everyone is able to hear me? Now audible, na? Okay. So how many above are the causes of land degradation? Is it only 1, only 2, only 3, or all 4? Which one is the correct option? So I know I'm not covering the question, right? Shreya, how only 3? How only 3? 1, 3 and 4. डेमोग्राफिक प्रेशर नहीं डालता है क्या? Population, demographic is, what is demographic? Correct. So D is the correct one, which is all 4. Okay. हम तो सब कुछ खराब कर रहे हैं. Exactly. Population is one of the major causes of each and everything. So the next question says that consider the following statements with regard to Global Livability Index in 2025. So it is released by World Economic Forum. Copenhagen is the world's most livable city in 2025. Damascus is the least livable city in the world. Now which of the statement is correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, if in none. It's okay, it's okay. बेटा पेपर में मत करना, यहाँ पे कर लो तुम, बहुत बहुत अच्छा है तुम यहाँ पे कर रहे हो, बट पेपर में मत करना प्लीज. Okay, only 1, only 2. Okay, so give me reason as well. Aditi said, okay, all 3. Aditi, how all 3? Only 2, okay. Which 2 and why? टाइम है अभी हमारे पास, हम अच्छे से डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. Okay, which one is the one who releases it then? If this is not World Economic Forum, what is the who publishes it? Any other individual who want to give the answer? Who is the one who released? Okay, so this is Economic Intelligence Unit. Okay, so this was not released by World Economic Forum, but this is released by Economic Intelligence Unit. And yes, Copenhagen is the one who, yes, Intelligence Unit, Economic Intelligence Unit. So Copenhagen is the one who was ranked as most livable. Damascus is the least livable. So only 2 is the correct one. Okay, only 2 is the correct one. The next question is again on this correct. Again, I've taken the previous year question of UPSC, but this is based on particularly vulnerable tribal groups, because Daja, Janman, everything we've discussed here, right? And PVTGs is what is the major role there, so the question can be asked on it. PVTGs reside 18 states and 1 union territory. A stagnant or declining population is one of the criteria for determining PVTG status. There are 95 PVTG officially notified in the country so far. Irregular and Konda Reddy tribes are included in the list of PVTGs. Which one is the correct answer? Is it 1, 2, 3, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 4 या फिर 1, 3, 4? Correct, because we do not have 95, we have 75 one. Okay, so the correct answer here is 1, 2, 4, which is C. Next question talks about, since 2027 make 2020 next year we will see the census will take place. So I have taken one the entire question. I've taken 4 to 5 question on the census only, that is based on the information of 2011. Now you people tell me that according to census 2011, which is the second largest religious minority of India? Is it Christian, Buddhist, Sikh, Muslim, if none of the above? Because there are high chances the question can be asked. They will ask questions on the in the previous part as well. Correct. So they are Christians. Okay. A is the correct answer. Second says that which of the following was the slogan of Census 2011 of India? Is it Know Your People, One Nation, One Census, Our Census, Our Future, Count Every Citizen of a Future through Figures? Any other aspirant who wants to participate? Correct. So as stated by Atithi, and I think Bhakti also has given the correct answer. Our census, our future is the correct one, which is C. Now, what was the total population of India as per census 2011? Is it 1020.35, 1130.78, 1210, 1256, 1320.50 million? Which one is the correct answer to this question? Sorry, Mukund, what? Correct. So C is the correct answer here. Next question says that what was the child sex ratio as per census 2011? Is it 943 rural, 923 urban, 950 rural, 920 urban, 904 rural, 19 urban, 923 9 in rural and 904 in urban, या फिर 1919 in rural या फिर 905 in urban? अच्छा ऐसे बेटा मजाक मत करा करो, मेरे को नहीं समझ आता है मजाक जल्दी. Correct. So this is 919 rural and 905 urban. Okay, E is the correct one. According to census 2011, what was the literacy rate among females in India? Is it 62.75, 65.46, 67.10, 69.50, or 70.85%? Alright, other people also answer please. बस दो तीन ही है. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Like 65.46% is the correct answer, which is B. Okay, how many towns were recorded in India during 2011 census? How many times, how many towns were recorded? How many towns were recorded? Correct. This is 7933, which is B. Okay. All right. So this is the information, the entire information about the census. So as and when I'll share the PDF with all of you, you will have an access of it. Okay, entire, the entire thing which we've discussed here, and I have taken this into consideration because maybe the question can be asked to you people, maybe on the basis of the previous one, maybe on the basis of census 2011. So I request you to go with this. Okay. Now the next question is about PIN system in India. Now tell me that the PIN system was launched on August 15, 1951 to simplify mail sorting and delivery. The 6-digit PIN code has the 3-digit representing the sub-region. The system was introduced by Sri Ram Bhikaji Velankar, an additional secretary in the Union Ministry of Communication. Now you tell me which one is the incorrect one. Okay, remember I'm asking about the incorrect one. Is it 1 and 2 only? Is it 2 and 3 only? 1 and 3 only? Or 1, 2 and 3 only? Which one is the incorrect one? Okay. All right, दिमाग लगाओ बेटा. Correct. So the incorrect one is 1 and 2 only. Okay, this is an explanation to it. If I talk about this particular, the region which is one of the statement has been given by Bhakti only. And if I talk about the 6-digit number, so the first one, remember the first one indicate postal region, and then we have the postal region, specifically north, eastern, western, southern, and number 9 which signifies the this particular army 9 postal, and then we have the second digit who denotes a sub region, the third represents the sorting district, and the remaining numbers narrow the geography further to a specific post office making the delivery. So even if a question is asked, you can have this knowledge with you. Okay, next question says that consider the following statements related to CRAM, not CRAM, this is CBAM, okay, specifically carbon border adjustment mechanism. Now tell me the various, I have given various statements to all of you. Tell me which one is the correct one. CBAM is a carbon based import tax levied by Europe Union on goods produced in countries with less strict emission norms. One of its major objectives is to prevent carbon leakages. CBAM has no impact on industries such as steel and cement. Now tell me which one is the correct one. Is it only 1, only 2, all 3, or none of the above? Shreya, if only 2, you need to write the correct statements also. How will I get to know that only 2, which 2 you have chosen? Aditi, which 2? Third गलत है. Okay. Alright, so here is a twist in this main objective also. They say that we need to prevent it, okay, but the main objective is to decrease the carbon leakages. So this is one of the statement which it shows, and we need to correct it out. So the only one is the correct statement here, okay. Only one is the correct statement. Along with that, they say that CBAM has no impact on industries such as steel and cement. But if you see, then CBAM is the one which is which is a kind of extra cost on any of the product which comes in their own economy. So it increases the cost. But the statement says that it has no impact on the industry such as steel and cement. So this is also the incorrect one. The correct answer here is only 1. Okay, because we are here talking the idea here is not to prevent it. Rather, we want to decrease the carbon leakages. Okay, this is the beta UPSC का question है. CBAM का मतलब क्या है? CBAM का मतलब क्या है? Now you people tell me. You people explain me. You people explain me. What is the meaning of CBAM? पहले you people tell me what is the meaning of CBAM. What do you know? सी लगाता है ऑन दोज प्रोडक्ट्स ऑफ दोज कंट्रीज जहाँ पे कार्बन एमिशन पे कम ध्यान है, पॉलिसी टू रिड्यूस कार्बन एमिशन. नाउ व्हाट डज श्रेया सेड? टू रिड्यूस कार्बन एमिशन, राइट? बट व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ प्रिवेंट हियर? जो हमारा CBAM है, यू पीपल टेल मी, इज इट्स फोकस इज ऑन प्रिवेंशन और रिडक्शन? प्रिवेंशन पे फोकस है या फिर रिडक्शन पे फोकस है? नाउ टेल मी. क्योंकि बिना उसके यू के जो लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को लॉस होता है. यस, करेक्ट. नाउ यू पीपल टेल मी दैट व्हाट इज द मेन फोकस ऑफ CBAM हियर? प्रिवेंशन, मतलब प्रिवेंशन एंड रिडक्शन इज ऑल रिलेटेड टू, मतलब यू नो पुटिंग फुल स्टॉप टू समथिंग, बट प्रिवेंशन इज मोर रिलेटेड टू स्टॉपिंग इट, राइट? कि हम कार्बन लीकेजेस को आने ही नहीं देंगे, लाइक कार्बन लीकेजेस को हमें एकदम ही फुल स्टॉप करना है ना? We have to put just full stop on the carbon leakages. But if you see it clearly, the main objective of the carbon border adjustment is to reduce the carbon leakages. Everywhere we've seen that the focus is to reduce the carbon leakages in an economy rather than preventing it. So this is the main difference which you need to remember. Now it is clear? Everyone clear with that now? What is the main focus of that? We have seen, you know, we have read many a times that our main focus is to reduce carbon leakages in an economy. But here the statement says that the main objective is to prevent it. Okay, is to prevent it. But the main focus is to reduce rather than to prevent this particular carbon leakages. The main objective is to reduce it. Correct? So only one is the correct one here. Okay. The next question says that CBAM is a carbon-based import tax which is introduced by okay, so this is, you know, the answer only. Okay, this is the answer. I've given you explanation. I thought it's a question. Okay. The next question says that with reference to India's efforts in promoting climate smart agriculture, consider the following statements. India's climate smart village initiative is part of the global project led by Climate Change, Agriculture and Food Security (CCAFS) program. The CCAFS program functions under the consultative group on international agricultural research, which is based on France. The International Crops Research Institute for Semi-Arid Crop Tropics, located in India, is one of the research centers under CGIAR. Now tell me which one is the correct one here. Is it 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3 only? Correct. So all of the statements 1, 2 and 3 is the correct one, which is D. Next question says that consider the following statements about the recent development in the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. For financial year 25-26, the government has limited MG Narega spending to 60% of its annual budget allocation in the first half of the year. The Ministry of Rural Development has been asked by the Finance Ministry to bring MG Naregas under monthly, quarterly expenditure plan system. Traditionally, the scheme has been demand driven with a 40% of cap on the total spending. Now tell me which one is the correct one. Give me the correct answer of this question. Which one is the correct one? Correct, because there is no cap. And if I talk about this particular one, like, yes, B only, 2 is the correct one. But if I ask you one question here, do you know that what are the schemes which are demand driven? Everyone knows that which is the scheme. Correct. This is the incorrect one. There is no 40% kind of cap here. Okay. Rather, 2 of the answers are correct. So you need to tell me which one is the correct one. Now tell me that this is the incorrect one. Do you have do you people know the difference between demand driven and supply driven? Demand and supply driven. Do you people know the difference? Here they've written about that traditionally the scheme has been demand driven. This is one of the statements. This is one of the statement which they've given. Spending as per demand. Okay. Mukund says employment, demand driven. I know this is demand driven, but what does it mean? Like, do you know the difference between, like, when it comes on to scheme, so they are two of two kinds. They are demand driven and supply driven as well. Everyone knows the difference? Bacho, at least, replies that I can get to know if you know or not. Has to provide it. Yes, demand driven is more related to grassroots to the top level, right? Matlab, in this scheme, right? Matlab, not specifically in this scheme, but if I talk about the demand driven, so this starts right from the grassroots level and it reaches to the top. That is more based on the, that is more based on the demand driven. Okay, if I talk about the supply driven, so it starts with the top level, it starts with the central level, and then it becomes hard to make it reach out to the grassroots level. So this is the supply one, and then we have this demand driven also. MG Nirega is one of the best schemes that come under this particular initiative. Okay, so here the correct answer is only 2. Next question says that India in 2025, India marked 10 years of the Smart Cities mission launched in June 2015 by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji to make cities efficient, inclusive and sustainable with an investment of 1.64 crore. 94% of 8064 projects have been completed. Each of 100 cities have been adopted area-based development, pan-city solutions, integrated command and control centers using AI and Internet of Things, managed traffic, waste and public safety. Over 84,000 of CCTVs, 1740 km of smart roads and 713 km of cycle tracks were created. Cities like Coimbatore installed solar and LED light saving 9.67 crore annually. Solapur built e-toilets and redeveloped its stadium, while Udaipur built biomethanation plants. Initiatives like cycles for change in streets for people promoted open spaces and inclusivity. Now tell me which one is the correct answer of the first question. Smart Cities mission was launched in which year? Ayush, never say this again, because these are not our paid students. Most of them are not. Even I do not have an idea which one is the paid student, which is not. I catered out of each and every person. If you have not read it, it means that I'll solve it later. Okay, so be very specific with whatever you say. You can ask any individual, whatever, and whosoever asked doubt here, that solve is catered. That particular question, that particular doubt is catered. So never say this again, okay? At least you are here, so be very respectful with the words as well, whatever you put your words here. Correct. So the correct answer is 2015. Next question say that by 2025, what percentage of smart city projects have been completed here? Is it 88%, 90%, 92, 94, or 96%? What is the correct answer of the second question? Since it has been completed, it is very important for all of you, for all of the people to know that Smart Cities mission, as well as if I talk about the Amrit mission also, they both have completed its 10 years. So it is important for us to understand both of the years, right? Like both of the schemes. Correct. So this is 94%. Good. Next question says that ICCCs in all smart cities use technologies like blockchain, robotics, AI and Internet of Things, augmented reality या फिर cloud gaming. Which one is the correct one? Correct. So this is C. Smart cities developed dash smart classrooms in schools. 5,000, 7,000, 9,433, 10,000 या फिर 12,000. What is the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is 9433, which is C. Dash city saved 9.67 crore annually via LEDs and solar power. Although they are not going to ask you examples here, but this is what is important. But referring to this particular statement only, tell me which one is the correct answer here. Correct. So this is Coimbatore. Okay. Next question says that what is the height of Chenab rail bridge above the river bed? Is it 250, 331, 359, 275 or 393 meters? Correct. This is 359. Okay. Correct. Next question says that what was the Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra station inaugurated? When was it inaugurated? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Correct. This is July 14. July 4, 2014. So C is the correct one. Next question says that how long is tunnel to T50, the longest transportation tunnel under the USBRL project? This is more about the that particular Udhampur Srinagar jo Baramulla project hai, that is what is it talking about. 12.77, correct. P is the correct one. Alright, the next question says that what is the cost of construction here? 27,500, 35,420, 41,000, 43,780 या फिर 93, 39,100 करोड़. Correct. So D is the correct one. Next question says, how many kilometers of approach roads were built by Indian Railways for USBR project site access? Is it 115, 215 kilometers, 190, 160 or 250 kilometers? Correct. This is 215. All right. This particular question, where we talked about this carbon leakages as well. So if you generally see, and if you see the report as well, so they have specifically written that carbon here and prevention is, both for them is of the same meaning. So although if we see in English, though they both like prevent or जो decrease है, उसके थोड़े से little, there is a difference between it. If I talk about prevention, it means completely putting full stop on it. And if I talk about reduction, so it means that they are somewhere or another reducing, which is leading to the reduction. But although for now they are trying to reduce it, but the longer vision is to prevent it. So this also becomes correct in manner. So the correct here, the correct option here becomes what? So both 1 and 2, okay? Only 2 becomes the correct one. Because if we see the broader vision, so their broader vision is to prevent it. Although if I see from the perspective of English only, so although this is written prevention meaning completely putting full stop on it. If I talk about the recent, what is the recent initiative which has been taken by you itself, so they talk about the reduction of the carbon leakages which is in there in an economy. But if I talk about the broader initiative which they have taken, so that is to prevent it only. So from that perspective, this prevention becomes the correct one. So this is how you can take this question. Okay, is this correct? Is this correct now? But अगर English से अगर मैं देखूँ, so of course there is a little difference, although both are them which is related to both are related to one word only, prevention और जो reduction है उन दोनों का meaning कहीं ना कहीं same है. But if I see from the perspective of broader vision, so again it says that prevention here is the long-term vision which we need to achieve. So EU has taken this particular initiative which focuses towards preventing from the long-term perspective, but for now it is more focused towards reducing the carbon emission, but of course it will lead to prevention of it. So this is how you need to take it. Okay, is this correction, is this correction correct to all of you? Ayush, ab theek hai? Baki individuals, is this statement correct? अतिथि, भक्ति, मुकुंद, ठीक है. बट अगर मैं फिर भी कुछ छोटे से डिफरेंस से देखूं, बिकॉज आई टुक इट फ्रॉम द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ अ लिटिल डिफरेंस बिटवीन prevention and as well as the reduction part. Okay, because mostly we see that EU has a specific focus towards reducing it, but if I see that reduction will lead to prevention, this is how you need to take it, and this makes us reach to the objective that CBAM has no impact. This is the incorrect statement, because CBAM is just like one of the tax which has been imposed on any of the good, right? और जब tax impose होगा, जब हम उसके ऊपर extra cost impose करेंगे, this will lead to increase in the price. So this we cannot claim that there is no impact on industries such as steel and cement. Of course, this leads to increase in the cost. Okay, this leads to increase in the cost, and here for now you can take into consideration prevention, because reduction only leads to prevention. So this is how we need to take it, and only 2 becomes the correct one here. Okay, or Ayush, this is never done in my class. You can see my previous classes also. I scolded you because the way you said was very dissatisfied in the manner. You need to see, you need to be very specific with your words. You are preparing for one of the competitive examination. You need to be very specific with your words. Whatever you say puts impact. You can never say that I don't know even if you are a paid student or not. I know these students only. I know 2 to 3 students only who attend my regular lectures. Even Tithi is the one who never I have never seen him in my regular classes. So never say this again. Okay, I'm not the one. अगर मैं यहाँ पे classes ले रही हूँ, so this never mean कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ I don't know even who is my paid student, who is not. So never say this again, okay? This shows the attitude that you're carrying, and this shows the words as well. So be very specific, choose your words very wisely. Otherwise, when it, whenever it comes on to the question, whenever it comes on to the other things, I always cater your doubt. ऐसा कभी भी नहीं है, यहाँ पे कोई भी इंडिविजुअल ऐसा नहीं है कि जो लास्ट में, इवन एट द लास्ट आई वेट फॉर यू फॉर 1 to 2 minutes maybe for you people to put your doubts here, and then I take your doubts and then I answer to that as well. So never say this again. And this is not specifically for me, this is to all of the teachers that जिसके भी तुम lectures लगा रहे हो. Is every question clear to you? Beta, I did not see that. I saw it for one time only. I do not see, like, you can see it easily. Na? We have a lot of comments which is going on. So I saw it for the for one time only. I had told you that yes, I will see it, and then at the next time only you commented that. I know this thing that you wanted it to be addressed, because but you need to remember that I gave you time, right? All right. So anyone here who is having any doubt? Anyone here who is having any doubt now? Anyone here who is having any doubt? All right, thank you so much for joining the session. Now I'll meet you, in the next session. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending it. Thank you so much everyone for responding here. भक्ति आप कल क्लास लगा चुके थे, है ना? Okay, so now I'll meet you tomorrow, maybe with some another kind of class. So tomorrow we'll have one class on the indexes that we have covered already. Okay, जितने भी हमने indexes करे हैं, जितने भी हमने reports करे हैं, I'm trying to make questions on that, and now you need to attend it. Okay, कल we will have those questions, so be very prepared with the rankings of India, be very prepared with the themes of themes as well, and whatever as well as the scores in the other themes. So be very prepared with every that particular report that we have covered here, and we will see questions related to that. Okay, so it is going to help everyone here. We will do a kind of revision of those particular reports. Okay. All right, so thank you so much for joining the session. Now I'll meet you tomorrow, and be very sure about the timings, as well as I'll let you know about the timings in the other parts also. All right, thank you so much for joining the session. Bye bye. Thank you.